So let me get an understanding what's going to be happening here. I understand that transitions happen in professional wrestling, but what happened to LA Knight developing into the most over people that actually have aspiring promo style, taken over by pseudo ripoff Rock and ripoff Austin, to being a major favorite to win Money in the Bank and getting the biggest crowd reaction for a C-list pay-per-view like Money in the Bank, and you let the wrong guy win to pay attention to for a faction that goes over to NXT literally the next week to win the developmental championship, for still focusing on Dominic Mysterio at the end of the day. Please explain to me. Someone please explain to me why the Money in the Bank did go to LA Knight. Explain to me that. And now I'm getting a confirmation that the only reason why he hasn't been pushed because there's been some heat that he's been able to get from the backstage locker room. Honestly, in my opinion, the only bad politics that LA Knight's possibly confrontating is possibly his age. He's 40 years old on the main roster. There's some guys that possibly want the same spot as him. If we're looking at like other sources coming out of this, fans have gotten behind LA Knight this year despite the ways he's been booked in recent weeks and months. In the plans for much more of him after SummerSlam, reported that McMahon has grown to be a fan of Knight. It's pretty clear that Triple H has been behind him since the days over on NXT. So he's already been getting some massive support because you don't see guys like LA Knight anymore. You don't see wrestlers that confrontate of actually getting actual growth of reaction. Sure, and I don't know what's the issue with a wrestler getting aspiring promo styles to actually get himself more over. That he actually, tell me a promo from LA Knight you don't like. Tell me that he doesn't look like a wrestler. Tell me that he can't garner anybody with his personality. And now that he's given over this opportunity over his own just, organic charisma that he's built over his experience in the last several years, that he doesn't deserve all the push he's been getting over the past several months. So I'm behind LA Knight, and I'm supporting him over the heat that he's possibly getting, despite some guys behind him possibly thinking that they want that spot. And if they had like Ziggler, Nakamura, they could have had it a long time ago and would have been champion earlier. But I just feel like this is just Hayden. And now I'm getting some other reports that Bobby Lashley was just fired from WWE after, I think that's false news. But yeah, my opinion is, I just feel like LA Knight's just getting the poor end of the stick when he's actually been originally getting himself over for the past couple months after stuck with that Max Dupree shit. And if he was a more grizzled or more experienced guy over on the roster, like a Randy Orton or like an Edge, his segments would boost up a lot more than being force-fed with guys with no charisma like Ricochet, like Hit Row, guys that have no reason for the fans to be captivated with. Get him with guys like McIntyre. I think he feuded with him back over on TNA. Yeah, I remember. And of course, let him have some segments. Hell, make him bring back. I think he had something called The Fact of Life. That was his own live show over on TNA back in the day. And he can actually draw with that, thanks to fans actually like his catchphrase and they're repeating it. So I still don't get why they don't just get LA Knight more segmented off TV so the fans can actually enjoy something whenever he gets on. Because I feel like the only failure that they have is they don't give people more LA Knight to actually give him some entertaining segments. So we can actually get captivated and something to actually get excited around every week over on SmackDown. Because I actually like his segments. But that's just my opinion on the matter. How you feel on the LA Knight controversy, why he's not getting pushed as he should? Like, comment, subscribe for more. Thank you for watching the DST show. That's it for me.